Hello, this is James. Just got the No Excuses skill, farming ZANE against himself. Let's make a deck with no excuses. So what this skill does is if you get 1,000 or fewer life points, you get to draw Power Bond instead of your normal draw. So Power Bond is put on top of your deck and you draw it. And what Power Bond does is it's just a normal fusion spell, except that it doubles the attack of the fusion summon monster, and it has to be a machine. It doubles the attack of the fusion summon machine, and at the end phase, it hits your life points for basically the amount of the attack increase. So in this case, it basically kills you. So this whole skill is leading up to just that perfect anime moment when, I guess, ZANE destroys with his gigantic many-headed mechanical beast. So, our deck has 3 Cyber Dragon Drei, 2 Drei, 3 Zwei, and then don't get too hung up on these effects. Basically, there's Cyber Dragon in the graveyard. That's the point. There's Cyber Dragon in the graveyard. Zwei gets an attack boost when he attacks, and then Drei has this thing where he can make all the Cyber Dragons level 5, but we're not worried about that. Jade Knight, when it's destroyed by battle, it searches out either itself or another Cyber Dragon, so you can pick up another searcher, or you can pick up, something that's going to start off your Cyber Dragon brood. 3 event Kuribohs for protecting your life points. Event Kuribohs, so you can manage with your hand traps which of your opponents hit you, assuming they don't wise up and hold off. The reason Event Kuribohs are better than Sphere Kuribohs is because it's much easier to get out Cybernetic over Dragon than it is to get out Cyber End Dragon. And then, so if they were in defense position, right, Cyber End Dragon can do piercing. It does 8,000 points of piercing damage. Cyber End Dragon doesn't care, but since we're mostly getting Cybernetic over Dragon, we want them in attack position. And then just, just some stuff that covers back row, Cosmic Cyclone, Hey Trunade, Anti-Magic Arrows. Obviously more Cosmic Cyclone, or even Hey Trunade would be better, because that gets rid of Treacherous Trap Hole. Ooh, we gotta work with what we have. 3 Cybernetic Fusion support. If you have, so you need one of these, because a lot of your Cyber Dragons are gonna end up in the grave, but you can also use it to reduce your life points for Power Bond. But the thing is, you have to do it before basically on your opponent's end phase, before your draw phase. So that you can then activate the skill and draw a Power Bond. And then finally, we're using Destruction of Destiny for those that are feeling bold, because this is a deck with no excuses, and we're taking a little more active approach to activating Power Bond, or no excuses, and getting Power Bond. So Destruction of Destiny, if it mills, well, we kind of have to do a little bit of mental math. Are we expecting 2 traps and 1 monster? Are we expecting 1 trap and 2 monsters? That kind of thing. But it's gonna make for some great highlights. The Destruction of Destiny. Basically, if you mill spells and delete your life points, that's good. And then if you mill Cyber Dragons, or even machines, if you already have a Cyber Dragon in play, that's also good. So there's nothing but winning with the Destruction of Destiny. And then, if you Destruction of Destiny 2 spells, and then you can hit up that Cybernetic Fusion support, and that's your Power Bond right there. So let's do some live duels, and then of course our extra deck is 8,000 points of Pierce, and then question mark points of multiple attacks. Let's do some live duels, and if those go south, which likely they will, because this is the cheesiest of all cheese decks, I have a couple replays. Alright, we're going second against Dr. Velian, a Crowler. Probably running furries, running that beatdown furries. Everybody wants that King Games this time of year. Oh, and this is actually a pretty good hit. So Jade Knight is going to let us search a Cyber Dragon, and then Destruction of Destiny can do Destruction of Destiny stuff. And you only want to play the fusion support. You set it so you can play it during your opponent's end phase when you have 2. because you'll need the graveyard cards for you'll need the graveyard cards for Power Bond. All right, let's set this Jade Knight and set this, and that's all. All right, so with beatdown, he is actually going to be able to get over the Jade Knight, which is good. And then with Jade Knight, you always want to search Zwei. Okay, the yoke, unexpected. That's fine. Okay, we have a Dompa. And a beatdown. Ooh! Alright, activate Jade Knight. And we're gonna search... at Drei, yeah. Whatever, the third one. We're gonna search Drei because we can normal summon him and have him be Cyber Dragon. Alright. It's our turn. Ooh, perfs! Yeah, that's the way. Set this Jade Knight, and then we can manage our damage. With Kuriboh. Hopefully we don't get... Alright, play that card. Nope, beat down. Oh, it's probably a monster. We're gonna go for it anyway. So... Yeah, destroy. Activate the Jade Knight. We're gonna grab our other Drei. There will be no Cyber End Dragon this time around. Okay, smart. We have to play the Kuriboh. Now, is this man paying attention? He is not. Okay. Alright, we're very nearly there. Let's activate Powerful Bond. Yes. Activate that Cybernetic Fusion support. Trying to bait out the Wiz. Thinking about negating it. We're playing his face down. Or something. Lets it go through. Okay, well, he's not going to let this go through. Cyber Dragon Drei. We're not going to activate its effect. Because it's just Cyber Dragon now. See? Cyber Dragon. And let's activate the Powerful Bond. And we wait on Wiz. Now it's all up to Wiz. I mean, of course you negate. Of course you negate. You must negate. What? Yeah, we'll use the effect. What? Okay, wait. Let's not screw this up. So we have to use the Drei. So you don't want to mess up when you're okay. So we have to use this, and then with okay. Not certain. And then you pick the Cyber Dragon, you pick another machine, and then you go 1, 2, and then you pick all the other machines, so you don't misplay. Cybernetic Fusion support, come forth. Chimera Tuck Hover Cheese. Oh, 8 times 5, or is it times 6? I think that's 8,000. Yeah, it's 8,000. Chimera Tech Overdragon destroys everything, and we're waiting on that back row. Ooh. Alright, let's see. Watch, it's Super Rush. You. Oh, the hubris! Okay, well, you know what? That's very fair. I appreciate that. And now he's gonna let us die to effect damage. Oh! Only we had Cosmic Cyclone. Okay, that was awful. But let's, we need to see the deck actually work. So, here's a replay. We got ZANE Truesdale versus ZANE Truesdale. Our ZANE Truesdale is going second. Alright, and we have Destiny, we have Jade, we have our Searcher, we have Event Kuriboh, and we have Furries. Alright, we set the Searcher, and then the Furries go on the offensive with Mage Power. This ZANE Truesdale doesn't have beatdown. Does ZANE Truesdale get beatdown? Anyway, we activate that Destruction of Destiny, and this is actually really good. It baits the Wiz. It baits the Wiz's effect. And now she goes all in, and then we have just enough life points for the Kuriboh to block. And here is our no excuses for the third time, for the final time, and our Cybernetic Fusion support. And then so we normal summon Drei so that it can be Cyber Dragon on the field. See, Cyber Dragon. Because I don't think we have Zwei's in the graveyard. Anyway, continue, and let's get out. And here, and I miss a monster. I skipped a Jade Knight in my hand, but that's fine because we summon Cybernetic over Dragon. In the attack position, has more than enough attack points. Does not care about Wall of the Daddy. Attacks into the Donpa, attacks into the second Donpa, and that's game. So, this deck is memey, this deck is cheesy, this deck is for meme lords, and I make no excuses. Thank you for watching.